guys, we got a project again. It's a Craftsman 2 6-speed 44-inch deck. It's got a 3-point hitch on the back. No PTO though, sadly. But I'm gonna get the power washer set up and then kind of just power wash it here because there's a lot of bird crap and other crap on it that I want gone, so I'm not ingesting it while I'm working on it. So let me get you set up. I'll leave you here actually. Let me get the power washer set up and then we'll be right back. Well, it looks a lot better now that it's clean, and I don't feel like I'm going to get sick touching it, so that's awesome. That tire is losing air, of course. It was flat when I got it, and you can see a massive plug right here, so probably just need to repair that. Engine looks pretty decent. It looks like it's a Kohler type engine. It's an old, with a drive shaft. No, it's just a belt down to the front. The rear end. Nice little 3-point hitch assembly that's actually clean. Not too bad. I wanted it cleaned because I was tired of trying to, well, really I was just tired of touching gook and feeling like I'm going to die of sickness. So, now that I've got it like this, I'm going to take the battery out and see if I can get that thing on a charge. Let's see if I can get it going. Doesn't look that old. Super start. Nothing's holding it down. Just wing nuts, really. So, yeah. I think I'll put you in the stand, and we might just let it sit as is right now until I finish the Gator project, which I'm supposed to get the fuel pump in here in a second. It was like 2 stops away last I checked from Amazon. So. All right, we'll be back on this thing in a bit. Well, there's a little rat's nest in the intake, so I'm going to blow it out real quick. Just to keep it clean. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a battery in, and I'm going to see if it will even start. Just because I have a hunch that it's got somewhat newer gas in it, so I think it will start pretty quickly. So, let me get a battery in and bring you right back. Alright, we got the battery in it. I don't have the key. Be right back. Got the key. So the carburetor is definitely gummed up. So that's gonna have to come out. But I kind of knew that, but it's nice to see that it actually runs. I'm really not surprised that it starts. These things are pretty much bulletproof. I mean, you have the carburetors, they get gummed up from gas, but other than that, they typically will always start. So, let me get that carburetor off and get it to the bench and go through it real quick, and we'll film that process. Well, come to find out, I was going to take the whole carb off, but come to find out that this carb is held on by 2 bolts underneath, and they're kind of a pain in the rear to get to, and I don't really want to do that. So we're going to do an on the engine rebuild. Just a quick little go through. I'm drying out all the fuel that's in the bowl. It really isn't horrible, like really not bad at all. And then there's one jet right here that I can access if I take that bolt off. And I want to listen. That float looks good and sounds good. I'll be right back. My parents are coming over today to help me out, and I just want to get this mower done, because once this mower is done, I can actually move it to my backyard. Whew. This sucker's tight. There we go. So the plug unthreads. And I should be able to stick this screwdriver. Nope, I need my smaller one. Hope this one fits it. Oh, it's an Allen head. That's why I wouldn't fit it. Let me go get one. I think it's like a 3/16. Oh no, lose my socket. Don't lose it. Nice and clean. We will go ahead and put it back because it is nice and well. Brake clean the living daylights out of this sucker. Make it nice and clean. It will start now, for sure, because it's got brake clean in the engine. Let me put this jet back. Not too tight. Then I'm going to go ahead and just put the carb back together. Just because it should be good now. Since we did a small rebuild to it. I mean, we just cleaned out the jets, made it nice. Got rid of the water in the fuel system, which there's a pretty high chance that there's more water in the fuel system, based on what I've seen. But this thing did did sit for a while inside of a barn, not outside. So I have high hopes that there isn't a whole lot of fuel or water in the fuel. But we can tell real quick if this is gonna function or not, or if I'm gonna have to drain the entire fuel system out. If I am, I can just run it off a separate system or gravity feed it. I've got some nice fuel line that I've been using to drain stuff. It's like $10 off Amazon and it works perfect. And since I don't really like running stuff without filters, I am going to put the filter assembly back on just for safety. And to make sure that nothing gets sucked in. Put the breather in the wrong spot. Say it like that. All the motorcycles are going, driving around. With it being such a nice day, I don't blame them. There we go. Okay, now this guy. Sounds like my mom and dad are heading this way. I hear their UTV driving up. So, might stop filming so that way I'm not annoying them. And they were going to help me with a whole bunch of other stuff, so there might be a lot of stuff in the background going off. But we'll let this be for a minute until I actually see them driving up the driveway. We'll keep filming and get this thing going. Alright, you guys are going to have to move because I don't know how to start this thing without sitting on it. So, give me a second. Alrighty. Remember, I drained all the fuel out of the engine when I cleaned it, so. Oh, that's bad. That was a dumb idea of me. The fuel plug that I pulled for the jet, I forgot to put back. So it was just dumping fuel. Talk about being serviceable though. Like, I don't even have to really take the intake off. I can just tighten it up right there. We'll blow it out.